Hello. We start this week fairly cloudy but pretty mild. We're going to end the week a little colder, but by day temperatures will only be close to average. However, the colder air means that at night we may well see the return of nighttime frosts. Here's the bigger picture, and we are in what's called a broad warm sector at the moment, and tucked in between these weather fronts quite a bit of mild air, hence why temperatures are above average by day and by night to start the week. But we will slowly be seeing a change. This cold front will eventually introduce colder air across the country by the time we get to Wednesday. But although it will be turning colder, if we zoom out and take a look at the bigger picture, you can see the air is actually toppling around a big area of high pressure. So it's not especially cold air, it's still kind of coming in from the Atlantic. Another weather system then tries to push southwards as we go through Thursday, and it may well turn milder across Scotland before this next cold front brings colder air back once more for Friday. And by this stage, now follow the isobars, they do point more up to the north. So that will be a colder feeling day on Friday, particularly along these North Sea coasts. Okay, that's the bigger picture through the week. Let's go through it day by day, rewinding to Tuesday when we've definitely still got the mild air in place. It will be a cold start to the day. A little bit of rain from those weather fronts across northern parts of Scotland, particularly the Northern Isles. And later in the day, we'll start to see that cold front bringing rain back to the Western Isles. For most, though, it's just cloudy and dry. Yes, there'll be some drizzle here and there on western coasts and hills. Not as bright as Monday, certainly across the Midlands and East Anglia, a greyer day, but still some breaks in the cloud. Northeast England, northeastern Scotland, so some sunshine likely here, and lighter winds across northern Britain, certainly for most compared to Monday. It will be mild once more. We're going to start the day at 8, 9, 10 degrees. We'll get up to 10, 11, 12, perhaps 13, maybe with some sunshine across northeastern parts of Scotland, 14 degrees Celsius. As we go through Tuesday evening, that weather front will start to move in. We saw it earlier. It won't just be introducing the colder air either. It will be bringing cloud and outbreaks of rain as it chugs across. But it's going to be a bit of a messy affair. It's not kind of a narrow band of persistent rain. It's just going to be showery, really, in nature. A damp start, certainly for much of England and Wales, and that rain will creep across East Anglia and the southeast through the day. So much of the day quite grey and damp here, but elsewhere, following on behind, brighter skies. But don't forget, we'll have colder air. So temperatures on Wednesday, only single figures for most, a fresher feel, and cold enough in northern Scotland for some snow, certainly over the higher routes here for a time. That northerly wind meaning temperatures here 7 or 8 degrees, might get to 10 or 11. That'll probably be early on across the south, feeling colder as that cold front pulls away and that colder air comes in right across the UK. But remember, it's not especially cold, and in here we have another weather front returning the milder air into parts of Scotland during Thursday. And high pressure is still dominating, so although we'll see some showery rain across eastern England and on those weather fronts across northern Scotland, many places again will be dry. Where we have some clearer spells, decent spells of sunshine through day, but of course the clear skies at night mean it could start a little frosty. Temperatures on Thursday in the south, bang average for the time of year. Further north, perhaps a little bit higher than average, but it will get quite windy once more across northern parts of Scotland during Thursday. That's tied into this little weather feature, which heads its way towards Norway, but its trailing cold front is that second cold front we saw earlier, pulling its way southwards across the country during Friday. So again, some colder air coming back in, and this weather front will have cloud and some outbreaks of rain on it. Some uncertainty about the exact position at this stage, but it does look as if it will pull away to the south, having brought a little rain here. But now we've got the northerly winds coming in, and that will bring a colder feel, especially where these winds are strong on these North Sea coasts. Temperatures, well, again, close to average for the time of year, but add on that wind and it will feel a lot colder, I suspect, on these eastern coasts. Quite a raw feeling day, I suspect, on Friday along those North Sea coasts. Further south and west, where the winds are a little lighter, not feeling quite so cold. Now that cold front gets out of the way and then the high pressure moves back in, and it looks like sitting pretty much right across the country as we head into the weekend, bringing a lot of dry weather for the weekend. But also, where we have the clear skies, we are likely to see nighttime frosts. That's your weather outlook for the week ahead. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit subscribe and stay up to date because things change as we go through the week. And the best way to do that is to follow us right across social media.